She thought she lost everything because of her hijab, a job, a man, a future she prayed so hard for, but a year later, she saw why Allah said no. The soft hum of office chatter faded into the background as Khadijah, 26, adjusted her hijab before walking into the interview room. Her heart pounded. She had made so much dua before this day. Everything about this job aligned perfectly. The position, the pay, the city, and the fact that he lived there too. The man she had been making istikhara for months. Tariq, a practicing Muslim, at least that's what she thought. Their families had been in early discussions and she believed this job would move things along. But something shifted during the interview. The woman in charge glanced at Khadijah's hijab and, for a split second, her polite smile dropped. Khadijah noticed. She got the call 2 days later. Rejected. No reason, no feedback. She felt humiliated. Why would Allah close this door when she had prayed so much? Weeks later, Tariq's family called off the proposal. She's too rigid, they said, too religious, and frankly, too visible with that scarf on her head. Tariq didn't fight it. He sent a long text ending with, "Maybe Allah has a better plan for both of us." That night, Khadijah broke. Her heart sank into soaked in tears. Ya Allah, why are you closing every door I begged you to open? Ramadan came, but her soul stayed numb. She still prayed, still fasted, but inside she felt abandoned. She began questioning her hijab, her choices. Was it worth it? She saw other Muslim women online with successful careers, loose scarves, or none at all, and they were thriving. Meanwhile, she was unemployed, heartbroken, and stuck in a house where even her own relatives questioned her decisions. One night, her cousin whispered, "Khadijah, maybe tone it down, just until you get what you want." The idea sat with her longer than it should have. A few months later, she got another job offer, this time from a startup with a female CEO who admired her values. Khadijah was hesitant, scarred from before, but on her first day, she found a prayer room in the office, a female colleague in niqab, a boss who said, "Never compromise your deen for dunya. This world isn't worth your akhirah." Something softened inside her. She felt like Allah whispered, "See, I was never punishing you. I was protecting you." One day, she stumbled upon a LinkedIn post going viral. The company that had rejected her a year ago, under investigation. Their diversity policies exposed as fraudulent, sexual harassment lawsuits, public scandal, and in the middle of it all, Tariq, working under one of the men named in the complaint. More details emerged. He had remained silent when a colleague was bullied. The same practicing Muslim who once said, "Let's not make Islam hard," was now complicit in a toxic environment. Khadijah stared at the screen, numb. Had she gotten that job, she would have been there, and maybe broken, or worse, quiet. Sitting in her new company's prayer room, tears streamed down her face again, but this time in shukr. She whispered, "Ya Allah, I thought you said no to punish me, but you were saving me from a man, from a workplace, from a future I didn't know would kill my deen." Her duas weren't ignored, they were rerouted. Sometimes Allah doesn't give us what we want, because He's too merciful to let us destroy ourselves. That heartbreak, that rejection, that job you didn't get, it was never a closed door. It was a divine detour to a place where your soul would be safe. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who needs to be reminded. Allah never says no without a better